Hola estudiantes, lo siento, no estoy en la escuela hoy porque estoy enferma, pero ustedes tienen los apuntes y entonces hoy vamos a discutir los apuntes que ustedes escribieron la semana pasada. Entonces chicos, escuchen por favor. Last week, you guys wrote down all of the notes in your new packet. So what I want to do today is for you to go through those notes with me, explaining them to you. So go ahead and open up your packet. Okay, on the back side of the first page, we have gone through all of our new familia vocabulario. So now we're going to start with the section that says to give the date. To give the date. Now, a lot of this you guys already know. Back in the very beginning of first semester, we went through most, if not all, of this vocabulary. So really, this is just a review. So like I said, you already wrote this down. So right now, let's just go through and practice it so that you can hear it out loud. The first vocabulary term is, what is the date? ¿Cuál es la fecha? ¿Cuál es la fecha? To answer that question, you want to say, es el número de mes. Like, for example, it is the 4th of July. In English, we like to say our month and then our number, but in Spanish, it's actually the exact opposite. Think about it is the 4th of July, and we'll practice this later. The first of the month, remember, is a special one. You can't just say es el uno de mes. You actually have to say the actual word for first. Es el primero de whichever mes it may be. This next term is a little bit new. It is for birthday, and the word is el cumpleaños. Notice how it looks like to complete your years. If you want to tell someone happy birthday, feliz cumpleaños. If you want to tell someone the exact date that you were born, when is your birth date, you want to say la fecha de nacimiento, the date of your birth. Próximos son los meses. All of the months we learned back in the beginning of the year, so let's go through and review those, starting with January. And a quick note here that the months do not get capitalized. Remember that. Do not capitalize any of your months. In order they are enero, febrero, marzo, abril, mayo, junio, julio, agosto, septiembre, octubre, noviembre, y diciembre. Check your spelling, and like I said, do not capitalize any of those months. Okay, so in your notes, this is where you probably have left these blank. These are the practice problems. As you can see, I have the answers here for you. The first one is today is February 14th. So for today, hoy. For is, es. And then writing your date. Remember, the 4th of July. So el 14 de febrero. Tomorrow is July 7th. Mañana es el 7 de julio. It is January 31st. Es el 31 de enero. Notice on that last one, there is no word for it in Spanish, so we simply start with the word is. It is, just es. Finally, the last part of your notes is how do you ask, tell, and compare people's ages, other words, and phrases. Again, you know this question, how old are you? ¿Cuántos años tienes? The answer, tengo, and then you would say your number, and then años. These are some newer words. If you want to say you're older, the word is mayor. Think about like you're the mayor of the city, you're older. And if you want to say you're the younger sibling, menor. Now for boys and girls, these words do stay the same. They do not change at all. Mayor y menor. To live is vivir. It's an IR verb. So you conjugate it with your IR ending. O-S-A, N. The last word in your notes is ya. Ya significa already. Like it already exists. When you use this word, you put it before your verb. Before the verb. These are the last practice problems. How old is your friend? Notice how we still start with cuántos años. How many years does your friend have? ¿Cuántos años tiene tu amigo? Notice how I conjugated the verb tener according to your friend, he or she. How old are they? ¿Cuántos años tienen ellos? Ooh, it looks like there's a mistake there. It should say tienen, not just tiene. She is 16 years old. Ella tiene 16 años. Literally, remember, she has 16 years. We are 38 years old. Nosotros tenemos 38 años. And they are 95 years old already. So that word already, notice how it's before the verb. Ellos ya tienen 95 años. So the last thing in your notes are numbers above 100. When we learn numbers, we stopped at 100, 100. Think about century, 100 years. When you go above 100, you actually change the word 100 to ciento. So 101 would be ciento uno. 146, ciento cuarenta y seis. When you get to 200, you simply put dos, and you make ciento plural. So doscientos, 200. So we'll get 239, 239. 300 is 300. 400, 400. Now 500 is a little bit different. It's not 500. It's a totally different word. 500. Think about 15. 600, go back to the pattern, 600. 700 is a little bit different. It's just 700. 800 is 800. 900 is a little bit different. 900. 1,000 is mil, and 1,000,000, un millón. And that is it. Alright, you guys, if you need to go back and watch the video